Deep beneath the crumbling grandeur of Moria, where the echoes of forgotten battles mingle with the silence of ancient stone, a terror as old as time itself lurks in the shadows, a mystery so profound that even the greatest of Middle-earth's legends dare not name it. In these dark recesses, far from the sunlit lands of men and elves, dwell the nameless things, cryptic, eerie beings whose existence defies mortal understanding and whose origins stretch back to the very dawn of Arda. For centuries, whispers of these elusive creatures have haunted the lore of Middle-earth. Described as entities that gnaw at the roots of the mountains, the nameless things are not merely figments of fearful imagination. They are primordial denizens, ancient beings whose presence is woven into the very fabric of the world. Even the mighty Sauron, master of shadow and dominion, is said to know nothing of them, for they belong to an era older than his dark ambition. To unravel the mystery of these cryptids, we must journey back beyond the familiar chronicles of dwarves and kings, into a time when the world was raw and unformed. In that primeval age, before the shaping of Middle-earth by the hands of the Vala and the crafting of mortal realms, there was a wild, uncharted void, a realm where creation and chaos danced in an endless interplay. It is in this murky twilight that the nameless things were born, not through the deliberate design of benevolent creation, but as spontaneous echoes of the universe's untamed potential. Scholars of Tolkien's legendarium have long debated the origins of these mysterious beings. One prevailing theory suggests that they might have been shaped by Melkor, the first and most terrible of all dark powers. Melkor, who sought to mar and dominate all that was good, wielded a perverse form of creativity. In his bid to corrupt the beauty of Arda, he may have given rise to creatures that embodied pure malice and destructive chaos. Yet, this theory too is shrouded in paradox. For true creation, even of malevolence, is an act of profound power, something that even the Dark Lord's corrupted hand might not fully command. An alternative and equally compelling hypothesis is that the nameless things are the unforeseen children of Eru Iluvatar himself. In the great symphony of creation known as the Ainulindale, the Ainur beheld visions of wonders that exceeded even their own imagining, mysterious elements that Eru brought forth from the depths of his unknowable design. Perhaps the nameless things are those very manifestations, additions to the world that defy the neat dichotomy of good versus evil. Their existence might be Eru's subtle reminder that not all of creation is meant to be understood or controlled, that some mysteries are destined to remain beyond the reach of mortal comprehension. Accounts handed down through ages hint at the terrifying yet mesmerizing nature of these beings. In the dim glow of subterranean pools and along the labyrinthine passages carved by ancient water and stone, travelers and lore-keepers have reported fleeting glimpses of shapes moving with sinuous grace. They speak of pale, almost luminescent skin, of long, winding appendages that slither like serpents through the darkness, and of a presence so overwhelming that it chills the very soul. Some have likened them to colossal worms, while others evoke the image of spectral beasts with gaping maws and serrated teeth capable of rending rock and earth alike. There is even speculation that the nameless things might share a kinship with the infamous Watcher in the Water, a creature whose pale, twisting form once barred the Fellowship from entering Moria. While the Watcher is remembered as a singular terror that emerged from the depths to seize an unwary traveler, the nameless things seem to represent an entire ecosystem of cryptids dwelling in the deep places of the world. They are not one single species, but rather a diverse assembly of creatures, each uniquely adapted to the perpetual darkness and crushing weight of ancient stone. In this hidden underworld, the familiar order of life is turned on its head. Here, light is a stranger and time itself seems to lose meaning. Instead of the structured hierarchies known on the surface, a chaotic tapestry of life thrives, a dark and vibrant ecosystem of beings that have evolved away from the scrutiny of the sun. Some of these creatures may skulk silently along narrow passages, evading detection, while others prowl with a predatory hunger that belies their primitive forms. In this realm, every creature plays a role in a secret symphony of survival, a symphony that is as alien as it is terrifying. The Dwarves of Moria, proud heirs to the legacy of Durin's folk, have long regarded the nameless things with a mixture of dread and awe. Their once mighty halls, now echoing with the hollow sounds of emptiness and decay, serve as a constant reminder that even the strongest works of mortal hands can be overshadowed by the enduring power of the unknown. The presence of these cryptids, lurking unseen in the dark, reinforces an ancient truth: there are forces in the world that no man, no elf, no wizard can fully command or comprehend. Tolkien, in his masterful storytelling, deliberately left the nature of the nameless things ambiguous. By withholding a clear explanation, he invited readers to fill the gaps with their own fears, imaginations, and interpretations. In doing so, he captured the timeless allure of the unknown, a mystery that persists precisely because it defies easy explanation. The nameless things are a testament to the idea that some secrets are meant to endure, their full significance hidden away in the deep, unfathomable recesses of the earth. Philosophically, the existence of these beings challenges our conventional notions of creation, order, and chaos. In a world often defined by the struggle between light and darkness, the nameless things occupy a liminal space. They are neither wholly evil nor benign, they are simply ancient and indifferent, living embodiments of the primordial forces that predate even the great conflicts of Middle-earth. Their silent vigil beneath the mountain stands as a monument to a time when the world was raw and untamed, a time when creation itself was a process of constant transformation, unbound by the strictures of morality. Could it be that the nameless things serve a purpose beyond mere terror? Some speculate that they might act as a natural counterbalance to the ordered ambitions of the great powers. Just as the land of Middle-earth is defined by the interplay of light and shadow, so too might these cryptids represent the wild, unpredictable element of nature, a force that resists being tamed by even the most formidable of wills. In their quiet, relentless existence, they remind us that the world is vast and mysterious, filled with secrets that lie just beyond the reach of our understanding. As we contemplate these dark, enigmatic creatures, we are invited to consider the broader implications of their presence. The nameless things challenge us to acknowledge that not all mysteries are meant to be solved, that some aspects of the universe remain forever beyond the grasp of mortal reasoning. In their silent, inscrutable way, they speak to the enduring power of the unknown, a power that has shaped the very course of history in Middle-earth, even if its influence is hidden in the depths. In conclusion, the nameless things of Moria are more than mere cryptids or spectral phantasms. They are living echoes of an ancient past, embodiments of a mystery that transcends time and defies simple categorization. Whether born of Melkor's corrupt genius, a subtle spark from Eru Iluvatar, or as remnants of a time before the very concept of time itself, these beings persist as a silent, potent reminder that the world is filled with wonders and terrors beyond our reckoning. Their existence compels us to embrace the vast, uncharted territories of both the world and the mind, where even the most nameless of things hold secrets that continue to inspire awe, fear, and endless fascination. So, as you wander the shadowed corridors of your own imagination, remember the nameless things, a hidden realm of cryptic beauty and dark wonder that lies beneath the surface of all we know. Their story, like the enduring myths of Middle-earth, whispers of a time when the world was raw and untamed, and reminds us that some mysteries are meant to remain forever unsolved.